Then you did the song Balance, and everybody went wild, and everybody knew, oh, Sunny Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
How's the whole journey been like from then to now?
Yo, it's been a roller coaster ride, you know. But that's music. Music is it's a very exciting, unpredictable type of a way of life, you know, career actually, to put it in that way. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. You can blow up, then you can never blow up.
Yeah.
You can lose it, then you can gain it. You can be inspired, you can lose inspiration. You can have writer's blocks. It's music.
But you blown up.
I've blown up. Yeah.
You stayed blown up.
I've stayed relevant.
Yeah. What made you relevant over those years?
I think the most important thing about remaining relevant is always believing in yourself, believing in the craft that you do. You know why you are doing. Yeah. Because if you don't, if you lose that focus, then that's how you end up losing yourself. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I think I've remained relevant because I've always believed in what I do, and because I believe in what I do, people believe in what I do, and then as a matter of fact, they follow what I do. What
you do.
Yeah. I don't follow trends. I'm actually I prefer creating my own trends.
Why would you want to prefer creating your own trend? People
that's how you can stand out, obviously. Come on.
But they would say, you gotta go with the flow.
No, you cannot go with the flow. What if people are going to somewhere and they all fall off the cliff? You gonna follow that?
Well, some people fall off.
Of course.
Some people fall off. We know some people fall off. When they follow that.
It's normal though. It's life. It's life's experiences. There's nothing wrong with falling off.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as when you fall off, I believe that you need to learn from your experience. Don't just fall off and not know why you fell off.
What's been the most difficult point of your career? Like the one point where you sort of felt you kind of are losing it and you just want to give it all up. What's been that one point?
I don't know how to put it. When you want something to be done but people don't want to listen, that's very hard. When you expect something to happen, it doesn't. In the music industry, it's also very hard to sometimes make you feel like, why am I doing this? Because when we make music, especially people like I feel like I call myself like a revolutionary because I want to change the music, I want to grow it. But some people don't listen, they don't want to follow, that kind of thing. And it's so hard, because I'm actually doing it for them. I want the music to grow. I want it to be heard out there. I don't want it just to be Namibian music. I want the music to become African music. I want the music to become international music. I want people to talk about Namibian music. Not just us as Namibian, not just talking about ourselves. Or always us going out there to look for people to work with us. I want people to look for us and work with us, to look for us. So that's the hardest thing for me.
So what would you say about the fact that you find a lot of times that, there was a point in time when Namibian fans was, really, in all honesty, appreciating Namibian music, and then you sort of see at times your DJs, your radio DJs or club DJs not appreciating the same.
Yeah.
What in your sense would you say to those, to the DJs and because you get your fans are appreciating, they love.
Yeah, they love.
Like
love
there was one point in time people were saying, you gotta go to the smaller towns. The people are loving the music there.
And they do. Yeah.
So what's the one thing that you would say to radio DJs and presenters and
what would I say to you guys? I mean, you're doing this right now.
No, I'm just saying. What would you say?
What would I say?
Play more local.
Obviously, that's the one thing I would say. Play more local music, but then I also say be very filter. We need to
filter.
Yeah, we need to filter.
I like that word.
Industry.
I like that word, filter. Why do you need to filter?
Filtering is almost the same as tough love at home. When you feel like your parents don't want to give you what you want, it's not easy because if you give it, easily, then you don't appreciate the hardships of owning something. Especially at home.
Yeah.
So it's the same when it comes to local music. You know, some people they have access to everything. They have access to radio stations. They have access to studios. So they do even music that is not even really of high standard.
Has that killed the industry?
It has, in a way, killed the industry.
Because some people would say Kwaito is dead at the moment, and they would say
Kwaito is not dead. Kwaito is just evolving. There's nothing wrong. Music doesn't die. Music evolves. Music changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no such thing as Kwaito is dead. Were you at the funeral?
No.
Did you have a memorial service?
Some would say.
Absolutely not. Kwaito is not dead.
You know? Yeah.
It's just that it's evolving and people are losing interest because we are losing sight of what we want, or we are easily influenced into.
But would you say the lack of filtering made it easier for people to lose
for me,
the interest?
I was having a conversation last night, the day before last night with Arafat. I wanted to do a song. We stayed up all night. I was telling them, you know, I think it's mostly especially radio stations on a different level, and then there's producers on a different level. Producers also, I think we are not appreciating our producers. We're not appreciating the work that they do, and that's why we just do whatever it is we do, because they don't charge us as much as they're supposed to charge us. You see, production studios are accessible to anybody who can get a 1,500, which is what people charge in studios. You understand? Now, if it's 1,500, and then you have artists that anybody can get the 1,500. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with 1,500, anybody can go there and just record whatever it is that they want. And then producers are allowing them just to make this happen, which means when they do the song, even if the song is not nice, sometimes producers do it just to get it done and over with. Then you give this guy a product, and then he starts thinking and convincing himself that he's the shit because he has something like this, and then he can put it on radio. And that's how our industry is easily manipulated with whack music that does not hold value, that does not even have quality. And that's what we need to change. If producers, they need to switch the game up, bump the cheese up, you know, increase the prices.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I come to the studio and I'm going to Arafat with Mr. Glow, I'm asking him, how much do you charge? He tells me I charge 5,000 per song, or even let alone 10,000, you know, for me. The fact that I'm spending so much money on a song, I will not just come there and while out with my niggas and they were just out there doing that. You understand?
There's been this videos that have been going around of guys that are in the studio.
Oh my God, so my God, see, it's those things, you know. Yeah, it's those things that I'm talking about.
Okay,
you understand? So if you as an artist and you go to a studio and then Glow is telling you, Kuja, me, I charge 10,000 per song.
Yeah.
The effort that I'll put in, me to lose my 10,000 one song, it's gonna be 110.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically meaning, if I'm paying I'm putting 110,000 in my work, and I'm being charged 10,000 Namibian dollars for a track. When I go to corporates, when I go to events, I'm not gonna settle down for a fee of 5,000 or 7,000 or 10,000. Because I'll be like, do you know how much I paid? You know, this amount of money. You know, do you know how much I pay just to get this track done?
Yeah.
Because now it evolves to hard work, it evolves to focus, it evolves to dedication.
Yeah.
It evolves to a lot of things, whereby that's how the industry grows. If you look at other countries like South Africa, they don't charge instead of 5,000 for the track, they charge 50,000.
50,000.
That's why when you say, Kespa, can you please come to our cultural festival? Kespa wants 180,000. You see, and then we as artists, because we charge 1,500, they give us 7,000 for performance. While Kespa gets 180,000, and that's just for his service fees. And then they still have to fly him over. They still have to book him in a hotel.
And the repo rate and the rent are at the same level.
Yes.
Okay. Let's hear it. We're having a conversation right here with Sunny Boy.